Hey guys, welcome back to Arcade Garage. We're back on the competition drift car again. Quick update, in case you guys have missed the last few videos, it is turbo now. Nice big dirty intercooler. So I made this turbo kit myself, except the crossover. I bought that off Corn Fed Boost. This was Ethel's original one before he did the equal length. And I also just recently got him to make me this reverse plenum. One, because I haven't really mastered alley tigging yet. I started to make one here, I obviously didn't clean it. And also time factor, I don't have a lot of time at all, especially to learn how to alley weld and fix my screw ups. So very thankful for him, taking time out of his busy schedule to weld that up for me. So that's awesome. I've got the rest done, made the dump, just finished the screamer pipe, which is painted here, so I'm going to get that installed. So we'll probably whack that on now. I'll set the GoPro up, we'll whack it on. Then right now the dump, and let's see if you guys can see right there, I've got a bit of pipe over here ready to be cut to extend that down. Now I've got my 90. I cheaped out, did the easy way, got the bellowed end, or whatever you want to call it, so that pipe slots in, essentially like this here, slots in, push it in, and then I could just tack it to make sure it was good, and I just run a bead across it. No, it's never going to leak, easy fit up, don't have to worry about butt welds and blowing holes or anything. I'm just welding along the seam basically, or against the lip. So let's get this GoPro set up and let's get this screamer pipe on. It will be hood exit, so I will be having to mark where it is and cut a hole for it, but that's a later me problem. I'll probably order a trim ring as well for it, make it nice. But yeah, so let's get you guys set up and we'll get this bad boy on. These wastegates suck with this V-band clamp style. I should just measure it and order a better clamp. Alright, that's crudely on. The wastegate flange isn't flat perfectly, but I'm going to do that off camera just so I get the hole cut perfectly. Yeah, this V-band sucks. I'm definitely going to get a different V-band clamp to go on it, and hopefully that one kind of fits it. We'll find out though, but anyway. I'm going to carry on with this and we'll get back when I'm continuing on the exhaust, and hopefully we'll be starting it soon. Alright, measured, marked out where the hole needs to be for the screamer pipe, so I'm going to drill that and we can see how far off I was and how much I need to go modify the screamer pipe by. So that'll be interesting. So I'm going to drill a pilot hole, hold it down, drill from the top down so it's a nice clean cut on the outside. Alright, there's that. Now let's drill it. Might just get me step runner. I got the car jacked up. basically just scratching it. I'm gonna sort something out. Yeah, I'm just going bigger and we'll just get a trim ring to fit. Let's see how well. Slightly off centered it. Sure you're right. Let's get a trim ring to fit that. Won't even know. It's actually a pretty decent height. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get a trim ring that fits this and it will cover this hole. We'll just have this opening here. My next size up was what is it, 86mm from 70mm, so bit of a difference, but oh well, gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Might even order a tractor flap for it just for some funniness. But I am going to get this cut, get it kind of mocked up in the car, welded. I'm going to get into my long so I don't get welding splatter and cutting crap all over me. And I've got to charge a GoPro, so we'll come back once that's kind of sorted and we'll get under the car and I'll show you guys where it's at. Rightio, got all that done a bit of a clean up. Don't know if you guys saw the gate of it in the car, relatively straight. Slow the engine like that, I don't know, who cares. But got the rest of the bath to the dump done to here, so here it is. So this slides up into where the dump ends, and then I've got a wire pipe here from Racecraft, so this will have a little dump going there, and it steps up to 3.5 inch. I welded a V-band on. The only reason it steps up to 3.5 inch is because I already have all this here. Now this is to suit a VNVP wagon, so like VRVS will fit as well. 3.5 inch, so I'm just going to utilise that where I can. I'm going to try get this Magnaflow muffler in the normal spot. I might be able to use actually a bit of this piping, and I think if I cut it, I think it was here, worked out, if I cut it there, it might just line up with the V-band. Like, won't be perfect, wouldn't be good for the straight, but for drifting it'll do for now. And then just the rear section will be a bit tricky because for these blast pipes, because it's all different angles and it comes up. Yeah, you can see all different heights. So I might have to do something tricky with that to make it work, but I'll suss it out. Yeah, so have it with the muffler when it's decently quiet, and then we'll go to the wire pipe for when we want that disgusting mag noise to be a bit louder. So I'm going to get this bit on under the car, and then I need a weld this mount and I need a rubber mount. So for now for now I'll just cable tie it. So I'll do that, I'll get under there, I'll cable tie it, and then yeah, I'll get under there with the camera and show you guys, and then I'm going to drop it on the ground, fill it with coolant, and pray that it starts and doesn't make any weird noises. We'll see. Alright, let's try to show you this exhaust. So, dump pipe comes down, you can see there, comes along here, and that's where we end at the moment. Nothing fancy, but it'll do. So I'm going to get the car on the ground, fill it with coolant, and let's see how we go when we try to start it. Alright, I'm packed up, ready for work. I did the typical YouTuber thing, you know, the first start you do privately off camera just to make sure it's all good. And we're getting DTC 46, which is no reference signal. It comes up as the cam sensor. Usually though, that's always the crank angle sensor. So I have changed the cam sensor twice just in case. It's still not it, so we have a crank. Also, when I went to fill it up with coolant, I either forgot to tighten up a couple of the bolts on the rear main, I forgot to put a gasket on it, or the gasket has failed, or there's just something somewhere because coolant just started pissing out the back of the block coming out of the bell housing. So it's obviously something to do with the rear main. So next R&R, I've got to get it up on the hoist, drop the gearbox, yeah, have a look at the rear main. I should probably check if I got a gasket actually, or order one. Order crank angle sensor, change that over, and then yeah, hopefully then we'll get a first start. So hopefully I made the 10-minute mark so I can actually make some profit off this. Once again, sorry for not too interesting videos the last couple of weeks, had a lot on. I've been doing a lot of house stuff as well lately, starting to smash that out, so yeah, priorities are changing slightly. But yeah, so as per usual, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hopefully I will see you guys next Saturday.